Hi, thanks for stopping by. You can see I'm in the middle of a console here called the Event Organizer Console for calendarsnack.com. If you want to know more about this product, it is a free product. You can go to calendarsnack.com and give it a trial run. Now, today is October 12th. It's the day before Football Sunday. It will be Football Sunday tomorrow, the 13th. Now, when I go back up and kind of reset how much data I have in the AWS S3 and DynamoDB buckets, it's 309 games have been loaded for the NFL season. There's 181 upcoming. There's the 181 there. If I scroll down, you'll get a kind of a quick glimpse, and then I'm just going to drill into the 13th. So every time I do that, the buckets obviously get a little bit smaller, and then this data here is reported in this window here in this dashboard. Now, specifically what I'm going to do today is send out a bulk calendar invite, and the bulk calendar invite goes to a list. I'm going to load the list right now, and that list is down here. It's just a sampling list of 11. You'll see it here when I show the email list. Those are the people who are going to get the calendar invite for the game schedule tomorrow, and specifically I'm picking one out of the schedule, and that's the Jaguars at the Bears. I'm going to scroll down here, and our API is actually going to go send these calendar invites, which are stored in the Dynamo database. When I click the button here, you'll see that the API interface is carving out the individual emails and then sending out a specific calendar invite for that game. And so when I go here, you'll see that I have 3 people here loaded. I got 1, 2, 3. So I got Greg 1, Greg 2, and then Zach here. And when I go take a peek at Greg 1, he's going to say yes to the game. Greg 2 is going to say yes to the game. And when I go to Zach, Zach's going to say yes to the game. So these calendar receipts are stored in the backend system. So I'm actually communicating with those calendar receipts via AWS as well. We request the calendar receipts to come back. That goes to the API gateway, and that data is collected in a panel. Now, you wouldn't know that here until I scrolled up. I'm going back to the interface here, and this interface will allow me to go all the way to the top, which I'm going to do right now. And I'm going to go to Get Reports. I'm going to go through the interface again. I'm going to click Upcoming. I'm going to go to the 13th, and you'll see that the particular game in which I sent out the calendar invites is the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Chicago Bears. There they are there. I'm going to click the View Events panel. That gets the data out of the S3 bucket in DynamoDB to be displayed here, and you'll see the calendar receipts are basically saying I sent out 11 calendar invites. I got a total of 3 in the RSVP, and that data is in the buckets. Now, I don't see the specific email information of who accepted the calendar invites, so I summoned the report. This report comes to the organizer, and this organizer here is in Outlook. And excuse me, as I fire up Outlook, you'll see it there, and you'll see that the report just came in. The report was summoned back to somebody called Football Schedules at Outlook.com. And when I click Preview, you'll see that the preview engine shows that Zach accepted and Greg accepted, and then Greg number 2 accepted. So you got 1, 2, 3 as expected that are going to show up for the game. Now, if any individual person in the game schedule who basically has received a calendar invite, a bulk calendar invite, one of these 3 here changes their mind about the game, we do track that. So example, if these 3 went back to maybe and instead of yes, as I get through this demo here, you'll see the maybes actually be collected here in this data set. And I'm just going to refresh the screen. That data went summoned back to the API. The API went back to the bucket, back to Dynamo, and then back to this interface. So as I scroll down, you'll see that there are 3 tentative. And that's the end of the demo. Thanks for stopping by.